Michelle is wondering, Cyrus, whether it's possible to do this at any age.
I'll tell you a quick story. There was a woman that we had worked with. Her name is Marilyn, and she was in her 80s when we started working with her. She came to us because she was living with type 1 diabetes, just like myself. And she said, Cyrus, listen, here's the deal. My blood glucose is so well controlled. It's unbelievable. I have better blood glucose than you. And I was like, really? That's awesome. If you do, that's great. I'm glad to hear that. She said, I don't really care about controlling my blood glucose any better. I have no energy. I can't get out of bed. I wake up in the morning and it feels like I got hit by a bus, and it's been that way for the last 15 years. I am looking for a way to eat that is going to, number one, continue to help me improve my blood glucose. But number two, I need energy in order to live my life to its fullest. And I was like, all right, well, let's see what we can do. So we started teaching her how to adopt a plant-based diet, and we started dropping her fat intake. Now, her blood glucose actually stayed rock solid stable, which is, in a person with type 1 diabetes, to make that drastic of a transition and keep your blood glucose stable is a big deal. So her blood glucose stayed nice and stable. Her insulin use did not change at all. And that's, both of those are very good things. But then over the course of time, 3 months into that, she was like, yeah, I think I'm getting a little bit of energy. 6 months into it, she's like, okay, I'm feeling a little bit better. She can get up. She can start walking around her house. She can start doing other things. By the time she hit the 1.5-year marker, Marilyn had written back to me and said, Cyrus, I want you to understand something. Not only was I able to get out of bed and walk around my house and go to the kitchen and do normal things, within my house, but I started to feel so good eating this way that I started leaving my house. I started going to the grocery store. I started buying groceries. I started carrying 2 bags of groceries all the way back from the grocery store. Then I started getting on my bicycle and riding my bicycle around town. And now I don't even know what to do with all this energy. I haven't felt this way in 15 plus years. And all of it is due to the way that you told me to eat. This is amazing. It works. And there's no question that this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. And I was like, I heard that story and I started to cry, because here she was in her 80s thinking like, oh, I'm beyond repair. There's no way I can fix this. But that was just a figment of her imagination. And she's just one of many other people that have gone through that same process at an advanced age.
Bro, that is a game changer of a story right there. That
It's
is a
unbelievable.
game changer. Never too late, man. I
Never.
love, 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 love hearing stories like that. That's incredible, man. Completely got her life back. Just
Yeah. I mean,
incredible.
just think about it. Like, imagine living a life where you literally could not get out of bed. You are lying in bed all day long because you just don't have the energy to literally put your feet on the ground. Like, what kind of a quality of life is that? Right. And you go from that to changing the way you eat. And all of a sudden you're on your bicycle, you're riding around town just because you have so much energy. You feel like a little puppy. Like, that's unbelievable. That's a game changer. That's a
At,
life changer.
at 80 years old, you've got more energy than a puppy. I mean, just let that sink in for a minute, right? Take all the other, amazing stuff out of the equation. You just say like 80 years old has more energy than probably her grandchildren do, right?
Yeah,
That's
exactly right.
amazing